finished. I have all my stitches here on the crochet hook, Tunisian crochet hook, and now I want to change colors. So I will take the color that I want to work with, and in my case it's yellow, and slip stitch and put it on the hook and pull through 1 and pull through 2, and we just continue on. So we will finish this row with the contrasting color like this, and we will turn back with the same contrasting color. So we will pull all the stitches again with the same contrasting color, and we will meet again on the left side with all the stitches on with the yellow. In my case it's yellow. Ok, sono arrivata alla fine. Come vedete ho caricato tutti i punti con il giallo, e adesso cambiamo il colore. Quindi sempre quando arriviamo nella parte sinistra, ogni volta che arriviamo nella parte sinistra, prendiamo il colore che abbiamo messo da parte, lo mettiamo sull'uncinetto tunisino e praticamente continuiamo a lavorare con esso. Andiamo verso destra, lavoriamo tutti i punti, torniamo verso sinistra con lo stesso colore e poi riprendiamo il giallo. E sempre così per quanti giri volete lavorare in questo modo. Vi viene fuori, come avete visto nel maglione che ho fatto, vi viene fuori un modello molto molto carino. So I'm back, I'm here on the left side again, and now I want to change color. So I will take the blue, leave the yellow here, take the blue and just continue on and work with the blue. So yarn over with the blue and pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2 and continue on. You go through the right and then back to the left and then change again yarn. So only on the left side you will change yarn, exactly as I showed you before. And that's all. You can continue on for how many rows you want to work. So the first side that you work will be the side that you will create the pattern, let's say, the design. And then for the back side you will work exactly the same number of stitches with the same design, and you will switch and so on. So this is how I created my design. So it's nothing that I don't know, planned, or it's something that I created spontaneous while working, so just like that. Okay, so I'll continue on, and I will continue on actually for some rows like this, changing color. Can you see? So we will have a very, very nice design here, and then I will be back to show you another way to change color in the middle of the row, so you can create squares or rectangulars or things like this. Okay, so now I finished 6 rows. Here they are. Look at it. Isn't it just beautiful? I love this little design that it is created with these 2 colors worked in this way. Now this is one way of with whom you can play and work in 2 colors. Now I want to show you another way of changing colors in the middle of the work. So I stop here on right side. And why? Because I will work half of the stitches with blue, and I will then join the yellow, and I will continue on for the other half with yellow. Now I have 39 stitches, and I will divide into the 38, so the most the number that it's even, and then I will put one more on one side, so 19 and 20 I will work, not 19 and 19. Okay, so this is not a problem if you will have one more stitch on one side. If you have a odd stitch number, it's not a problem. Okay, now I will just pull up loops, 19 loops with blue, and then I will be back to show you how to change color in the middle of the work, working again with the Tunisian crochet with a 1 hook, not 2. So I have my 19 loops on my hook, and I want to work the other one with the yellow, so I cut the yellow here, then with a needle, wool needle, insert this here on the yellow side. Just, we don't want to create problems, so I will just go on like this to secure. Oh, this was not very good. It's too large, but it's okay. You understand what am I doing here, so I just get cut yarn here. Okay, and now we are just ready to take our yellow yarn and to join it here. How? I will make a knot around the blue yarn. So just make a nice knot. Leave a longer tail. Okay. And then I will take it to the here. Now I have it here, and I will begin to work with yellow for the rest of my stitches. So just pull up loops until the end. Then at the end I will work again all the stitches with yellow, and I will stop here. Actually, I won't stop. I will be back to show you how to change colors. Actually, this is how to join a new color. This was just how to join a new color, and then I will show you. It's like this. No, it is not good. Okay, want to have them nice like this. I worked all my stitches with yellow, and now I'm here about to begin with my part with blue. So I want to change color, obvious. And to change color, it's really easy. You take the yarn, so the skein that you want to continue on with, you take it over and under the yarn that you want to leave. Okay, over and under, over and under. Now we have something like this here, so we kind of crisscross them. Can you see? Okay, we keep the yellow apart, a little bit in tension, yarn over with the blue and pull through two. And of course we want to continue on now with blue. At the end of the row we will repeat. We will pull up loops with blue on the blue, and then I will show you again how to change color. So now I will begin to pull up loops, and I will show you again how to change color here. It's really, really easy, believe me. And we will continue on like this for how many rows we want to. So I have all my stitches on with blue, and I want to change on yellow because here we'll begin. So here begin actually the yellow loops. So again, exactly the same thing. So this is the thing that must be in our minds. So take the yellow, because with yellow we want to continue on, and put it over blue and under. So over and under. These are the most important words, and this is what we obtain. So we actually crisscross them. Okay, can you see? We crisscross them. Okay, and now we take the blue in tension a little bit here while we work the first loop with yellow. Okay, we can leave it now. I will continue on with yellow, and then I will be back to yellow, and I will switch to blue, and so on for the number of rows that we want to work. And I will work 6 I will go on with 6, and then I will be back to show you how to switch the colors. Okay, so we kind of play here with the colors. It's really easy, as you can see. Nothing fancy to work as a technique, but it's fancy as a design. Okay, so that's why I like it, because like to work the technique, it's not fancy, it's easy, but it's nice and fancy to see it. So actually the design that we create, it's really nice. I will continue on, and I will be back after I will finish 6 rows. So now I have 1, and we'll continue on for 5 more. So I worked 5 rows. I decided to work only 5, not 6, and I want to change, to switch actually. And to switch, you will just continue on and work this row as it is, so blue and yellow. And when I have all the stitches on my hook, I will show you what to do. So I just want to go on and work the first step of a Tunisian row, which means I will put on my hook all the stitches exactly as they are for now. So I finished. I have all my stitches on my Tunisian crochet hook, and I cut the blue and I put it here around. So I actually make a knot, as I did before. I make a knot around the yellow with blue. Here it is, my knot. Okay, we can also make like this, one more knot. Okay, and now I will work. I can cut the yellow already, cut it longer, because you know we need to put it inside. And now I'll continue on. I will begin, sorry, not continue on. I will begin to work with blue over the yellow, and I will stop at the end of the yellow, and then I will put yellow. So I worked my stitches with yellow, and then exactly as I did before, 2 times for now, I knotted the yellow over the blue yarn, and I continue on with the yellow over the blue stitches. Okay, and now I switched the 2 colors. So for 5 more stitches, okay, for 5 more rows, sorry, I will work like this, with yellow on the right side and blue on the left side. Okay, so I will have this kind of strange, nice design of panels. Okay, so this is it. As you can see, I changed color. Now I will continue on with yellow, and this row in the middle with, let's say, mark the changing color in a nice way. So as you can see, it will be like this. So now here I finish my 5 rows. So this is what I have. Look at it, isn't it just sweet? And now what I want to do is to put 2 or 3 more rows with the blue. And now the third way of changing color. So these were the first way, and we played with these 2 colors, like kind of interlocking the colors, really nice. And this was the second way, and I just show you how to change color in the middle of a work, so you can work some nice design too. And this is the third way, and you can work with it different stripes, horizontal stripes. And now I want to work some rows just to finish with blue. So take the blue, I cut the yarn here, of course, cut it here, take the blue. And as I said, I want to continue on with blue, so I will fold in twice over the crochet hook, like this. And I will pull through the loop on the hook. And now this, I just want to pull it this way. And of course to make a little knot, as usual. And then we will just continue on. Now, how to finish? I will finish exactly normally, or cast off or bind off normally for the Tunisian crochet after I will complete it 2 more rows. And as I did for the sweater the sweater for my husband, and I like it a little bit to be a little bit ruffled here. So at the border, you can also work some single crochet rows if you want to as borders. Okay, with the same number of crochet hook, but a normal crochet hook, of course. And I will finish the back side and the sleeves, and I will be back to show you just how to work the neckline border. This is really nice, and I will show you how to work it too. I completed with 3 more rows. Now let me just show you how to bind off with single crochet. So I just want to insert hook around the vertical bar. I have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and this is how I will continue on. The same way you can bind off with slip stitch. So like this, and pull the first through the second, and this is the slip stitch. But I just want to bind off with single crochet. Maybe I will put some crab stitch or something else at the end, I don't know, but you just let some possibilities here, okay, if you bind off with the single crochet. And this is it. It's nice and clean and smooth, and I like it. I almost finished my little sweater here. Look at this. Isn't it just cute? So if you don't want to work it the large size, so the adult size, you can just work it like this, and you will have something so beautiful. Now I already joined here with slip stitch exactly as I did for the raglan, as I showed you actually. And what I want to say, I already waved in all the ends here that I have, and here you will just remain with a with a gap, okay, a hole, and you will just after you will join the sleeve. Let me show you here. So you join the sleeve from here to here, and you join this, and you will have this thing here. Now for this you will just put it like this, okay, and in this way you will sew it horizontally. Okay, now this is all that you will have to sew. Oh, just don't worry, I don't know what I have here, but oh, I know. And what I want to say, it's how to work actually the border around the neckline. I fixed up here. It was exactly the raglan slip stitch that I don't know how. Now I just pull tight. Okay, so as I said, here you will have a where it is here. You will have a nice, not nice, ugly, when you finish to join these 2 parts, you will have a ugly hole that you will have to sew. So it's the, let me just show you. You will begin here, no, here. Let's pretend it's all joined now, even if it is not. And you can use like this on, so if you are not sure where to join, okay, it's very important to have a smooth joining line. Okay, so this is the thing, the space, the hole, and you will put it like this, exactly like this, and you will just sew. Okay, this is the idea. Now use this kind of things, so contrasting yarn, to make some sequences. Okay, so it's very important to join smoothly and to not to skip any stitch. Okay, so that's why, so you can use that kind of markers while joining. So first you put the markers and then you join, and you will have a nice joining line. Okay, and on the wrong side, of course, you have to join. This is obvious. Now let's see for the neckline. Now first of all, take a needle and with the remaining tails here, sew them like this. I want to close this line, okay? So I will just insert hook here on the other side and like this, okay? So close it. Now you will have to do in all 4 raglan lines exactly the same. So while waving the ends in, you just close this. And now we have only the stitches that here I already did it. We have only the stitches here. I have to do it. So the stitches that we began with. So I know how many stitches I have on the back side. I put at the beginning on the sleeves, both sleeves, and here how many stitches I added. And I also know how many rows I went on before joining the front side. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, we have to sum them to have the number of stitches to begin with for the border, yes. Now we will begin with this number if it's a even number. If it's a odd number, just add 1 more, okay? So the important thing is to have a even number. Good. So I will look here. I began the back side, sorry, this is in English, with 31 stitches. So 31 plus sleeves, I began each of them with 7 plus 7 plus 7. Front, I began the front with no, this is not important because we closed them, as you can see, so we don't need them. So these 4 stitches, we don't need them. I work from the front 8 rows, so it's 8 plus 8, and I put 9 chains, so plus 9. So I have here 21 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9. Okay, so backside, sleeves, number of rows that you worked until you joined, and the joining stitches, the number of them, and the other side the same. Okay, this is what you have to sum. And if it's not a even number, you just if it's not an even number, you just put 1 more. I already finished. I have here my first row worked. You know, in Tunisian crochet the first row is mostly the same for all stitches. And now I will work with the knit and purl Tunisian crochet stitch. So the first is this one that I already have it on my hook. The second will be a knit stitch, and for the knit stitch we have these 2 vertical bars, and in between them I will insert hook and pull up a loop. And now I will begin to work like this from the third. 3 and 4, so the next 2 will be 2 purls, 2 purl stitches, and the next 2 knit stitches, and I will just continue on until I reach the second to last. So purl, purl, knit, knit, okay, and purl, purl, knit, knit until the second to last. The second to last will be a knit, and the last will be a normal stitch through 2 loops. So I knit the last 2, the last 2. I have my last 2 here, and I finished with knit and knit. So if you finish with purl and purl, you will knit the last. If you finish with knit, as I did, you will purl the last and work normally this one, okay? And you will repeat this for how many rows you want. Now I will change, so I will finish the row, working all the stitches that I have here, and then I will change hook to smaller. So you have to change, work 2 or 3 rows completely, rows, and change to smaller. So let me just continue on for some rows, and I will be back to show you how to add it on your neckline. So I worked 4 rows, and I think it's enough for this little sweater. And now what I want to do is to decrease in each of my 2 stitches, 2 purl stitches. So I work this, and these 2 I will just purl them together like this. And this is the last round, so then I will just bind off, join together, and I will be back to show you join together here, okay? And just sew, okay, here, and I will be back to show you how to put it on the neckline of the sweater. Okay, and now with the wrong side, here it is, my little border neckline. Now with the wrong side facing us and the swing, so the same here on the back, pin it in place. First here in the middle, back side, and then of course we will just continue on and go. Maybe try to put it like this in half and pin it here on the front side. Maybe it's easier if we need a nice and long pin. Pin it here like this, and now all around on this side and so on. Now you will play a little bit until you find the right position to pin it in place, that it's nice and smooth without no fold, okay? And then we will just sew it. So that would be all, like this. I will pin it here. Okay, so now we take yarn and needle and we begin on the back side, of course, in the middle more or less. I don't want to make knot, just want to continue on and take the loops of the stitches from one side, so from the neckline and the border, and sew them nice and delicate. These are the parts, the most delicate parts of all the project. This one, when we add the border to the neckline, and when we sew, actually we slip stitch together the parts. So for this, take your time and work them nice and smooth. Okay, so the rest of the project, actually, as you can see, it's really easy. These are the most important parts. So here I am, it's ready. So as you can see, it's nice and smooth, and it's just perfect. Maybe a little bit too high, but it's okay. I like it. Now this is for me only as I work it only as a little swatch to show you all the steps, but it's really nice and easy to work it. You'll see, just try it. And yes, it can be a pullover for a 3 to 4 years old, but it's better to measure, okay? So this was all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for following me. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorial so you won't miss another one. And see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.